I've admired a man's abs once or twice, or a good, good shoulder. I'm not really checking out girls' butts all the time. If you're looking at when I was married a few years back and you say I dressed more covered up, I just felt like dressing that way. I wasn't doing it for any specific reason. It wasn't like somebody was telling me to dress that way. I don't know, maybe sometimes I go through different phases. Now I'm just doing what I feel now. I feel sexy, I feel youthful, I feel happy, I feel pretty sometimes I feel not pretty, you know what I mean? Sometimes, it just depends, and I dress for my moods, just like everybody else. You get up, you put on the black, I'm wearing all black today or something, or I'm just wearing sweats, I don't care, I'm doing this, and when I have things to do, I always try to put my best foot forward and always try to create a moment, because we're in show business and that's my job. I wish I would have known some of that in my 20s, that's where I should have put more of my focus. I was so focused on my career and boyfriends and different things, and now I realize it's about, focusing on really feeling good about yourself and being happy, and that's the important thing. When do I feel the sexiest and most confident? I don't know, different times. I think when I feel like I've been working out in good shape, probably when I'm dancing, when I'm moving for joy's sake, not just to keep in shape, and I think that's a key to, having a healthy lifestyle too, is finding something you really enjoy doing that is exercise and that does keep you active and that does keep you in shape, and dancing has always been that for me. I feel, when I was in my 20s, I felt, like I worked really hard. I worked really hard at working out, and I was working really hard at work, and I was, always kind of making sure I ate well and stuff like that, and those habits have carried over. I think I'm a little bit more relaxed about it now. I still work out, but I'm not as much of a fanatic as I used to be back then. And funnily enough, I feel like I'm in better shape now than I was then, which is crazy. I don't know how that happens. But I think it's because it's about balance. And I think when you just are too focused on one thing, or you over-obsess about something, it isn't as healthy, and it doesn't show. And that's why I said earlier, it's like it's from inside. And right now I have more balance. I do work out and I do take care of myself, but I also have time for other things. And I do work like crazy, but I don't work to the point where I don't have time for my kids, or I don't have time for my family or my friends. Everything has to be a balance, and I think, again, that all shows in how I look now as opposed to how I looked then. With my kids, my daughter and my son, I just try to teach them to eat healthy and to be healthy and to be aware, and they see me exercising and they ask me why I exercise, and I say so I can be healthy and so I can maintain a good weight where I can move around and run around with you guys. If I gain too much weight, I might not be able to do that. I mean, it's overwhelming to me, the amount of women and young girls even, and I'm surprised at some of the girls that follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, and how young they are. They're like 9, 10, 13, you know what I mean? And them saying how I make them, feel good about their body, or being a little bit more full-figured and things like that. And I think it's amazing. And it's always, to me, it's like a blessing to make anybody feel good about themselves in any way through what I do, or just being myself, and saying it's okay to be comfortable with who you are.